Hi, folks. It's Anita Narayan from the United Kingdom. And once again, on behalf of the Scientific Team Build, I am in conversation tonight with another special participant from the Team Build. And just really here in these videos to gather people's early results and also just to gather their experiences so that you can learn more about what the Scientific Team Build is. So without further ado, I can truly say across the pond today. I've been wanting to say that phrase all day. I'm delighted to introduce you to Gail Anderson. Gail, hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. Yeah, it's a
Gail, why
beautiful
don't
day.
you? It is. Well, actually, over here in the UK, it's very dark, but I imagine where you are, it's a lovely day. A bit
Yeah,
different here.
the sun is shining.
The sun is shining. That's wonderful. Um, Gail, just for those who may not know you, why don't you just take a couple of minutes to introduce yourself, give us a little background on you and your. You've been telling me a little about your travels as well. Over to you.
Okay, my name is Gail Anderson, and I am from Toronto, Ontario, born and raised in Canada. And I am now a snowbird because I have retired from my job, which was selling real estate.
Ah,
Uh, and then I was in property management. I raised my children in Canada, and when it got to be too cold up there for me, I decided I was going to Florida for the winter. And the U.S. allows us to come here for 182 days, so that's what we do.
oh wow, wow. I've got a friend in Florida, and she was complaining the other day that it was 72, and she wondered why I didn't feel sorry for her.
Well, today it's only 66.
All right, we've had snow here, so that's why I didn't feel sorry for her.
Yeah, I didn't think you got snow in England.
We don't usually, but this year we've had it once, beginning I think of last week, and we're forecast for some more, whether we get it or not. But that would be a little unusual in the last few years. Normally it's just grey and cold and raining.
Right. Well,
So,
I've been coming to Florida for 17 years, so I haven't seen snow in 17 years.
oh wow, 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 that is
Yeah,
a heck of a long time.
yeah.
Lucky you. um, so, gosh, wonderful. So, gosh, what a varied background there, and lovely that you get to be that snowbird. And I wanted to get into your experience with the scientific team build. Just before I do, for those who may be listening for the first time, the scientific team build, it's a systematic strategy to help people make money. The vehicle being smart contract, specifically Tron smart contract in this example. And it's all done for you. In other words, hands off, you don't have to do the marketing. So having painted that little background, Gail, how did you get to know about this? How did you get to come on board?
Okay, well, I was in other program. Well, I was in an Forsage with Dr. Levin,
Mm.
and I wasn't making any money. And all of a sudden, he decided that he was going to do a scientific team build. So I said, "Well, what is that?" And he said, "Well, you pay me 10,000 Tron TRX, and I will do everything for you. You don't have to do anything." And I said, "Well, that sounds good to me. Let me see if I can find the money." So a day or two later, I came up with the money and decided to join the scientific team build along with you. So
Yeah, we came on board at the same time. So before I just unpack that a little bit, your results so far then.
so far, I've got two payouts of
Mhm.
10,000 Tron. So I'm in net profit, as he calls it. Um,
Great,
and
fantastic.
probably soon about to be the third payout. Um, it's not quite ready yet, he says, but it's soon to happen.
Still in the oven.
Yeah, still in the yeah.
That's fantastic. If you can remember, how did you actually feel when you got that payment?
Oh, I felt great when I got the payment. I thought, oh wow, I'm making money in something, and I didn't have to do anything. That was biggest part of it all. I didn't have to do anything.
Right. And I'm gathering from that you haven't had good experiences with making money online in the past, like so many people.
No, I have not. I have not made any money in anything. I think I made $12 in one program and something like $20 in another program, and that was it. And I joined P2 along with him, and oh, I don't know. I'm not making any money there either.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So this is the first one of its kind where you're making money. No wonder you're so happy.
yes, I'm happy. My bank account is happy.
Your bank account is happy as well. That's good, both of you. And I wanted to touch on something because you said the first, so you've had a couple of payouts like me, which is fantastic, which is great, and a third one on its way soon. I wondered because there are a few variables to this program that kind of makes it what it is, and what are your thoughts about the fact that it's not just one payout, but out of your profits, at a certain point, another position is bought for you, which makes your account strong and gives it that longevity. What do you think of that idea?
Oh, I think that's great. Right now I have 3 longevity accounts plus
Mm.
my regular account. So those are also making money, and they'll get payouts from them as well soon.
So that means that you haven't just got an account that's paying out like as a one-off, and at some point it will fizzle out, but those additional positions keep it going
Yes,
long term.
that's the way I understand. Yes, that those additional positions will keep it going, so that no one, the people at the bottom make money as well as the people at the top. My
That's a very
experience,
important point. Yeah.
right? My experience is always the people at the top are the ones that make the money, and the people at the bottom, they don't make any money.
Mm.
So in
Yeah.
this case, it's not the case.
Yeah, that's a very important point you make there, and it's so true of a lot of programs. If you get in early and first, and you're under somebody who will definitely share their spillover, you're in for a little bit of luck at least. But often you see things fizzling out. So those additional positions that keep repeating themselves means it's not just short term, but mid-term and long term. It's going to have lasting value for you. That's really good. And as you say, it helps other people as well.
Right. And the thing with me is, I don't know, I guess you already know that I'm 78 and legally blind, and I have to use a magnifier with everything, and everything's made bigger on my computer. And when somebody comes along and says, I'm going to do everything for you, well, that was a godsend for me.
Gosh, I imagine that's another layer to your own story. And and that makes it even more amazing that you've been brave enough to go for anything like this, because there are so many people that are just afraid to go for it. So acknowledgements for you for your courage to do so. And I was going to ask you, actually, as you mentioned that, it's made me wonder, with what's happening here and the money that you are making, do you have a goal attached to it or a dream attached to it that you would love to fulfill with the money?
Well, my goal right now is to um, raise enough money or get enough money to go and investigate into the stem cells that they're doing for diabetic retinopathy, which is what I have. They have stem cells that they put into your eyes that's supposed to give you more vision and correct the retina in the back of your eye. So that's my goal, and it's $2,500. I haven't really pushed it yet because it's not perfected yet.
Hmm.
Um, so when it's as the longer I go, the more research they're doing on it, and the more they can tell me that it's been perfected. And there are people who have used it and have got about maybe 50% more sight. And so I would be happy if I got 50% more sight. I won't get any sight in my right eye because they've damaged the optic nerve, and that can't be fixed. So it'll just be the left eye. What the heck? Sorry,
That's okay.
the phone is doing a Amber Alert.
Your video's just gone for a moment.
Yeah, because it's an Amber Alert on here.
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
Amber Alert means there's a child missing or abducted, and they're letting everybody know that it's so until it goes away.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, this is
It
probably
says kidnapped children, Miami-Dade County. 2 children are missing. That's what that beep was, and it comes
I
on here, and
see.
you can't get rid of it till it goes away.
No, and understandably so. Yeah, there's certain things you can't script in life, and when it happens, it happens. And I didn't realize that it's different in this country. Well, Gail, what I wanted to say, because just before that went off, I was just going to say to you that, oh, there you are, that it's wonderful to hear that you have a goal and a dream attached to this vehicle of making money, and that the scientific team build has allowed you to dream about the possibility of at least partially restoring your sight through some innovation there in healthcare with the stem cell therapy. And I think that's one of the wonderful parts of this, is allowing people to dream again where they may have lost hope. So is there anything that you would like to say just in rounding this bit off?
Well, the first 2 payouts I got, which was, a little over $500, I went out and bought a scooter so I could get around because I don't drive anymore because of my eyesight. I
Yeah.
bought a scooter, and I can use the scooter to get around in this park, which is about 3 miles long. And I can go down and visit my sister who lives down the street and stay at her. Yeah. And so that's what I did with the first 2 payouts. And
Brilliant.
hopefully the next ones I will try and save and go towards the goal of getting the amount for the stem cells, which is something like $2,500.
Well, it's great that you've got some milestones there, and with what you've got so far, you've been able to increase your mobility. Health is very important, isn't it?
Yes.
What's life without your health? So really, really thrilled to hear that that money has been able to add to your mobility, and looking forward to perhaps you'll come back on again when you've reached the milestone where now we're looking at stem cell or whatever else that comes up for you in the quest to at least partially restore your sight or significantly restore it. We'll all be celebrating with you as that unfolds as well. So Gail, thank you for taking the time to share with us. I think that's amazing. The payouts are really great. Equally great is to hear what you've done with the money and how you're using it to improve your health. So fantastic.
Thank you very much. And it was a pleasure to talk with you today.
And you too, Gail, and we'll be speaking again, no doubt.